Hey guys, what's going on? Shian Craig Haley here. Wanted to talk to you about our message this week, which is on congruency. And in a nutshell, congruency is just doing what you say you're going to do, right? You have that follow through. If you say, hey, I'm going to go to the dojo and I'm going to train 3 days this week, then you make sure you make that happen. If you're a child and you say to your mom or dad, hey, when I get home, I'm going to do my homework every single day, then that's what you got to do, because that's what being congruent is. That's what doing the right thing is. And I know a lot of people. I've been fortunate to have a lot of mentors, and if there was one thing they were congruent. They followed through and always did what they said they were going to do. And fortunately for me, they set a really good example, right? And I'm really grateful for that. So with that said, one thing that I've seen of the people that I would consider very congruent, in other words, they always do what they say they're going to do, is two things. One is they have clarity, right? And number two is they have reasons, right? So number one, it's easy to be congruent when you're very clear about your goals. You're very clear about what you want. You're very clear about when you want to get it. You know, if a student's coming up and they're making the journey to black belt and they know that they're eligible in October of next year, then they're going to be really motivated, and it's going to be a lot easier for them to be congruent and do what they say they're going to do, because they've got a very clear goal that they want. Our black belt candidates are in black belt cycle right now for the October 5th Black Belt Spectacular. They're training their butts off. They're working really hard. Why? Well, they're very clear on their goal. They know exactly what they want, and they know when they want to get it. So if you have that strong clarity, you're going to be able to follow through pretty easy, right? Second of all is reasons, right? It's one thing to have a goal. It's another thing to have really strong reasons why you want to achieve that goal. For example, right? I have a goal to someday in the next, who knows when it'll be, 2 years, 3 years down the road, to earn my black belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And I think one of the reasons that for me is I'm setting a really good example for my students, that I'm continuing to learn and to grow, and I'm setting a good example by having been willing to start over at white belt and make that journey to the black belt again. They get to see me not be the 7th degree black belt, not be the Shihan, but just be a normal guy, training, getting frustrated, right? Seeing victory, seeing progress, and then a little ratchet effect, and then I got to go forward again. But I think that's really important. Plus, as a Shihan, I believe that it's my responsibility to be a very well-rounded martial artist. So not only having good striking skills, but having good ground skills as well. I think that's really important. With that said, if you have really strong reasons why you want to achieve a goal, you're going to follow through, which means you're going to be able to it's easier going to be for you to be a lot more congruent and do what you say you're going to do. And, a story I used in class was a story I had heard years ago. It was about a gentleman that was about 150 pounds overweight. And he tried to lose weight for years, but always kind of struggled with it. And now I know, losing weight is one of those things. It's simple, but it's not easy, right? It's simple to say, well, you need to exercise more and eat the right foods, right? And eat them in the right quantities. Well, that's simple on paper, but it's not always easy to do. And so he continued to struggle. Well, one day his teenage daughter got sick, and come to find out she needed a new kidney. So they tested everybody in the family, and come to find out the dad was a match, and he could donate a kidney. So he went to the doctor and said, great, I'm a match, I want to do it. And the doctor said, well, yes, you're a match, and that's great. However, I can't do the surgery on you because you're so overweight. It wouldn't be safe. So he's like, well, what do I need to do? How much weight do I need to lose? When do I need to lose it by? Now, of course, remember, his daughter's life is, on the line here. So doctor said, 9 months, you need to lose 125 pounds. Dad said, consider it done. Well, what do you think happened 9 months later? He lost 125 pounds, did the surgery, was able to donate a kidney to his daughter, and she, luckily was great. The surgery was a success. The dad made a recovery, etc. But what made him lose the weight? He had a really strong reason why. He was really clear about those reasons. So, when you have clarity and you have strong reasons why, it's really easy to be congruent. So if you like this message, I'd like you to hit the subscribe button. I'd like you to tune in, share it with somebody, because you know what? I believe messages like this, they're good for everybody. I was once told that successful people don't need to be told what to do, but we all need to be reminded from time to time. So if you know somebody that this would serve as a really good reminder for them, great. Pass it on. And you know what? I go through and read or watch these type of videos all the time, read books all the time, because I need to be reminded as well. And I like to learn and to grow. So, we're all on this path together. And if we can all work together and share these good messages, we're all going to grow and get better. Okay. Hope to see everybody on the mats at Elite Force Martial Arts. We'll see you soon.